Good morning, students. Again, we are here for the class 9 physics chapter Force and Laws of Motion. As as all of you must understand about the topics momentum, Newton's second law, first law, and third law. So we are again discussing about the cases which are based on inertia, momentum, Newton's second law, and third law. So come to the case 2 based on inertia, that when a car or a bus turns a corner sharply, we tends to move sideways because our inertia of upper part of the body continues to move in the straight line. That's why that's why while the car or a bus turns sharply, we tends to move sideways because our upper portion of the body is still in the motion of the bus or a car. Now come to the case third. It is dangerous to move out of a moving bus because the jumping man who is moving with a high speed of bus would tends to remain in motion due to inertia even on falling on the ground and hurt due to the resistance offered by the ground. If we jump out from a moving bus and if we are just jump out and stop, then we hurt ourselves. And if we jump outside but moving 1 or 2 meter distance in the direction of the bus, then we cannot hurt because the jumping man who is moving with a high speed would tends to remain in motion. Our lower portion of the body, which is attached to the bus or a car, which bus is in the motion and upper part is in the rest. That's why it is a chance to hurt if we are jump outside the moving bus. So come to the next topic, that is momentum. All of you must clearly understand this topic because all of you must see on the television or in the magazine or on the mobile that by how a karate player can break the tiles or the slab of the ice with his single hand. So the reason behind that is that momentum of the hand. A karate player can break a pile of tile or slab of ice with a single blow of his hand because a karate player strike the pile of tiles or slab of ice with his hand very fast. Very fast. In doing so, the large momentum of the fast moving hand is reduced to zero. The momentum of the fast moving hand becomes zero in a short interval of time. This exerts a very large force on the pile of tile on the slab of the ice, which is sufficient to break them apart. So that fast moving hand put the large momentum on the ice or the tile, which is sufficient to break the tile or the pile. I think that all of you must understand now that how it is so that a karate player can break the tile or the piles of ice, slab of ice. Now come to the case based on the Newton's second laws. So I think that all of you must watching cricket match, and in that if you observe that while catching a ball which is moving with a fast speed, the player take their hands in the back slightly in the backward direction. Then why it is so? Now the explanation is on the basis of the Newton's second law. A fast moving ball has a large momentum. In stopping the ball, its momentum has to reduce to zero. When a cricket player moves back his hand on catching the fast ball, then the time taken to reduce the momentum of the ball to zero is increased. While taking the hand in the backward direction, we can increase the time. Due to more time taken to stop the ball, the rate of change of momentum of the ball is decreased, and in that case the rate of change of momentum is decreased, and hence small force is exerted on the hand of the player hand of the player does not get hurt, and in this way the cricket player does not get hurt. Now, I think that this is clearly understood by you. Now come to the cases based on the Newton's second law. Then what is second law? Second law is that every action has equal and opposite reaction. So then our first case is, how do we walk? When we walk on the ground, then our foot pushes the ground in the backward direction, and in return the ground pushes our foot backward direction due to Newton's third law. The force which apply on the ground, the same reaction is applied on the foot. The forward reaction exerted by the ground on our foot due to Newton's second law, due to which we walk forward. We walk forward on the ground. I think that all of you must clearly understand this concept, that how we move on the ground. But what happens if the ground is slippery? If the ground is slippery, it becomes difficult to walk. This is due to the fact that on slippery ground the friction is less. The friction is less, and we cannot exert a backward action on the slippery ground. Because friction is less, so we don't get the backward necessary force on the foot, so we don't move in the forward direction and we slip down. Now another case which is based on the Newton's third law is why the gun recoil. I think that all of you must clearly understand the gun recoil case. So in this case, when a bullet is fired from a gun, the force sending the bullet forward is equal to the force sending the gun backward, but due to the high mass of the gun, it moves only a little distance backward and gives a backward jerk or kick to the shoulder of the gunman, and gun is said to be recoil. If gun is fired a bullet moves forward, but according to the Newton's third law, the bullet also produce the equal reaction on the gun, and gun moves in the backward direction slightly, due to which the backward motion of the gun is known as recoil of the gun, and hence guns recoil. Students, I think that all of you must clearly understand these topics. Please write it down in your fair copy, and all of you must clearly understand these topics. If you have any doubt, any query, then ask from me on my WhatsApp and complete your work. Thank you.